Good evening, class. Good evening, class.
Ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, so today our topic is measles. Okay, measles, also known as morbilli, rubella, or red measles. Okay, measles is a highly contagious viral infection, and it is extrathermal disease. Okay, with fever, cough, and rhinitis and conjunctivitis. So before the widespread use of measles vaccine, it was estimated that measles caused between 5 million and 8 million death worldwide each year. Okay. नहीं हुआ है ना आप लोग का measles का class?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So firstly, history of measles. Okay. First, systematic description of measles and its disinfections from the other disease like smallpox and chickenpox is created to the persistent physicians races. Okay. And this scientist are published the book Smallpox and Measles in 5029 पे. Okay, so measles outbreak in Cuba killed 2/3 of those native who had previously survived smallpox, and 2 years later measles was responsible for the death of half of the population of Honduras, and it had destroyed Mexico, Central America, and Incas civilization. Okay, so measles killed 20% of Hawaii and population in the 1815 in 1875. Measles killed over 40,000 Fijians. Okay, approximately 1/3 of the population. Okay, and their etiology, the measles is caused by a measles virus. Okay, measles virus is a spirale single stranded RNA virus with diameters of 100 to 250 nm, and the family of Paraxoviridae. Okay, and the genus of morbillivirus. And measles virus was first isolated in 1954 by Nobel lecture. Okay, measles virus, all through RNA virus, typically have high mutant rates, and measles virus is considered to be an antigenally monotype virus. So measles virus is killed by ultraviolet light and heat. Okay, and measles virus is one of the most highly contagious, directly transmitted pathogens. So outbreak can occur in population in which greater than 10% of person are susceptible, and chains of transmission are common among household contact, school age children, and healthcare workers or providers. Okay, so there are no latent or persistent measles virus infection that result in prolonged contagious, nor are there animal reservoir of the virus. And in temperature climate, annual measles outbreak typically occur in the late winter and early springtime. Okay, and measles virus is communicable, है ना? Because we are studying a communicable disease. So person with measles are infectious. Measles virus is communicable for several days before, 3 to 5 days. The races, okay, and it remains communicable up to 4 days after the appearance of races. So vein level of measles virus is blood and body fluid are highest. Okay, and who are at risk? So vaccinated young children are at highest risk of measles. Okay, unvaccinated pregnant women also. Okay, so measles is still common in many developing countries, particularly in part of Africa and Asia. And measles outbreak can be particularly deadly in countries experiencing or recovering from a natural disaster or conflict. Okay, and damage to health, infrastructure and health services, incorrupted routine immunization, and greatly increase the risk of infection. Okay, so this is a sites, okay, stages who are at the risk, very risky, and their pathogenesis means the way of transmission. So the measles is a airborne disease. The virus is spread easily through the cough and sneezing, and it may also be spread through contact with saliva or nasal secretions. Okay, and infection is initiated when measles virus is deposited on ethical cell in the respiratory tract like oropharynx or conjunctivitis. Okay, so during the first 2 to 4 days after infection, measles virus profilated locally in the respiratory mucosa and spread to lymph node. And virus then enter to the bloodstream in infected leukocytes. Okay, primary monocytes. So producing the primary virincema and the infection throughout the reticulomeningeal system. Okay, and further replication result in secondary versima, that beginning na 5 to 7 days after infection. Okay, so this means measles virus throughout the body. Okay, this is the transmission way. Okay, and measles for main symptoms: fever, dry cough, sore throat, inflamed eyes, conjunctivitis, teeny white spots with blissed white centers on a red background called Koplik spots. Okay, skin rashes. That is a main symptoms. Okay, for measles. And this is this disease condition has mainly 4 phases. Okay, incubation period, prodromal period, and extension period, and reconvalescent period. Okay, means incubation period or phase means 8 to 10 days after exposed to the virus. Okay, and during this period, patient has no symptoms. Okay, and prodromal period or phase means last 2 to 4 days, and it marked by fever 39 to 40 degrees Celsius molasses. Okay, and cough, conjunctivitis, and pharyngitis also. Okay, so this time Koplik spots develop on the buccal mucosa during this phase. Okay, 2 days before the rashes appear. And Koplik spots seen inside the mouth are pathogen, means diagnostic for measles, but are temporary and therefore rarely seen. Okay, and Coplic spots are pathognomic of measles and consist of white dots. So 1 mm in diameter surrounded by erythema. Okay, and lesion appear first on the buccal mucosa opposite the lower molar, but rapidly increase in number of involve the entire buccal mucosa. So they fade with the onset of races. Okay, then extheme period. Extheme period means beginning after prodromal phase, 2 weeks after expose. So the erythematous mucopopular races first appear behind the ear and the neck. Okay, and the races progress to cover face, trunk, arm, within valve of the leg and feet within 72 hours. And the fever peak upon second day or third day of the races. Okay, so the races usually being to clear in the same order of progression as it appear, usually being on the third or fourth day after onset. Okay, so that is the measles. Clear, everyone? And their third next phase, reconvalescence phase. Reconvalescence phase means after 10 to 12 days resolution. Fourth phase है ये, okay, of the races may be followed by desquamations, leaving transmit hyperpigmentation area. Okay, so different diagnosis present, different diagnosis is for measles include like other causes of fever, races, conjunctivitis like rubella, scarlet fever, drug sensitivity. Okay, so measles is easily diagnosed based on clinical symptoms by clinicals family with the disease, particularly during outbreak, है ना, especially Coplic spots, है ना, because they are especially helpful because they are appear yearly and are pathognomonic, है ना, that's why measles is very easily diagnosed. Okay, and serology is the most common method of laboratory diagnosis for measles. Okay, serology, detection of measles virus. Okay, specific immunoglobulin. So in a single specimen of serum or oral fluid is considered diagnosis of acute infection. And also a fourfold of greater increases measles virus. Okay, specific immunoglobulin antibody level between acute and next phase is serum specimen. Okay, so measles also can be diagnosed by detection of measles virus, RNA. Okay, and by reverse transcription phase, polymerase chain reaction means RT-PCR. Okay, from clinical specimen. And secondary bacterial infection are major cases of morbidity and death following measles. So promoted antibiotic treatment is necessary for patients who have a clinical evidence of bacterial infection, including pneumonia and otitis media. Okay, and Streptococcus pneumonia and can reduce rate of morbidity and mortality. Okay, WHO administrate of one's daily dose of vitamin A. Okay, to all children with measles who are under the age 12 months of age. Okay, and lower dose recommended for young children per day of children 6 to 12 months. उन्होंने WHO recommended. Okay, and there are some complication. So what complication? Central nervous system complication, and subacute steroline, very rarely cases, and secondary bacterial infection like otitis media and bronchopneumonia. That is the complication of measles. Okay, and their prevention. So mainly two type of prevention are present: prophylaxis and prophylaxis are also divided. Okay, passive and active. Okay, so prophylaxis passive immunization by specific measles immunoglobulin, prevent measles infection. Okay, and prophylactic active immunization, licensed vaccines. Okay, and measles vaccine is live attendant vaccine. That is a second type of prevention or vaccine. So Martin Moore strain were licensed in 1968 and it is used in a United States. Okay, and this is leave attempt virus vaccine like for mumps, rubella, है ना, and varicella. Okay, MMR. MMR means mumps, rubella. Okay, then active immunization. This is a passive immunization, then active immunization. So this immunization recommended age of first vaccine varies from 6 to 15 months. Okay, and antibody first appear 12 to 15 days after vaccination and pick up 1 to 3 months. And the duration of vaccine in introduced immunity is at least several decades, if not longer. In developing countries where measles is highly endemic, WHO doctors recommended 2 doses of vaccine be given at 6 and 9 months of age. So this is a measles. Okay, and understood? Measles. Then मैं new topic start करूँगी. Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So our new topic is whooping cough. Okay, means pertussis. Pertussis, also known as whooping cough, is a highly contagious bacterial disease mainly caused by a Bordetella pertussis. Okay, this is a virus and it's characterized by severe coughing spell which can sometimes end in a whooping sound when the person breathe in. Okay, and whooping cough is also known as 100-day cough. Okay, why 100 days cough? So habit pattern of coughing may longer or subsequent week and month. So Chinese called it 100 days cough. Okay, so pertussis, whooping cough and 100 days cough are same condition. Okay, and pertussis is a contagious disease now, which cause classic spasm of uncontrollable coughing that is a violent and persistent, by a sharp, high-pitched intake of air, which create characteristic whoop sound. Okay, and children who have typically illness of pertussis try to take deep breath between cough and resulting whooping sound. Okay, and their agent normally, firstly, I told you, Bordetella pertussis, and Bordetella parapertussis, and adenovirus bronchispectica. This is their agent. Okay, pertussis agent. Okay, and incubation period. So this incubation period is typically 7 to 10 days in infants. Okay, or young children, after which there are usually in mild respiratory symptoms and mild coughing, sneezing, or runny nose. Okay, and mode of transmission. So teeny droplet that comes from mouth and nose infected patient and respiratory droplets and close contact and spread through close contact with oral secretion for respiratory droplets. So it's very easily spread through the cough, especially when people are in close contact, like living in the same house with a person who has whooping cough. It can also be spread through sneezing. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then their age group are sex. Okay, so it is primarily disease of preschooler. Preschooler age means 3 to 5 years. Okay, and may occur in infant, newborn, and pregnant lady. And preschooler responsible for about 50% of total cases. Okay, it is more common in female than male, and single attack offer lifelong immunity. Okay, so this is a sex and age group. Okay, then clinical manifestation, है ना? So there are many three types of clinical manifestation. Firstly, क्या है फर्स्ट आपका कैट्राइल स्टेजेस, ओके, जिसको हम लोग प्री पैराक्सोमियल स्टेज भी बोलते हैं, प्री पैराक्सोमियल स्टेज, देन पैराक्सोमियल स्टेज, then convalescent stage. Okay, so pre-parasomial stage means 0 to 2 weeks, and paroxysmal stage means 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, and convalescent stage means last 2 weeks. Okay, so first जो आपका स्टेज है प्री पैराक्सोमियल स्टेज, that time symptoms very common: fever, sneezing, nausea, vomiting, okay, irritation, cough. That is a very normal symptoms. But second stage means paroxysmal stage. So cough mean paroxysmal means repeating. Okay, it is unaccompanied by vomiting, and typical headache consists of a repeated series of many cough in expiration followed by sudden deep violent inspiration with characteristic crown sound, whoop. Okay, so ulcer, tongue, sweating, mouth open, and convulsion may be present. That is a second stage symptoms. Okay, and third stage, convulsant stage. So disturbing cough, vomiting stop, and appetite 2 in prawns means a start of hungerness, and habit pattern of coughing may be longer to several weeks and months. Okay, and then complications. So otitis media is quite frequently respiratory complication like pneumonia, bronchitis, emphysema, especially pneumonia, especially in infants. Okay, and neurological complication. So simple hemorrhage, paralysis, and encephalitis. This is a normal complication. Okay, and their diagnostic test. So pertussis is difficult to diagnose because coughing may be due to common cold, bronchitis, or chest infection. So pertussis is difficult to diagnose. Okay, and other accurate diagnosis for we are testing a CBC, lymphocytes and increased or not, chest X-ray, and ELISA. Okay, ELISA to detect the immunoglobulin and antigen in our body. Okay, and nasopharyngeal swab. Okay, mainly in stage first. So that is a diagnostic evaluation. Okay, and prevention and control. So simple, you know, na, diphtheria vaccine. Active immunization is best preventive measure for pertussis. Okay, DPT vaccine, DPT first one, DPT first dose, DPT second dose, DPT third dose, DPT one first booster, and DPT second booster. So DPT first dose means 6 weeks. Okay, and DPT second dose means 10 weeks, and DPT third dose means 14 weeks, and DPT first booster 16 to 18 months, and DPT 2 booster 5 years. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Normal antibiotic, erythromycin, azithromycin. This is a normal antibiotic. Okay. Then their health education. So normally isolation, restriction of case should be isolated from work, school, preschool and child care centers, and regular checkup, educate pregnant women to keep distinct to such cases, and active immunization. That is a normal health education. Okay, so this study, this topic, we can say that pertussis or whooping cough is a disease of respiratory mucous membrane. Okay, it is a bacterial and contagious disease which mainly caused by a Bordetella pertussis. Okay, and it mainly occurs in 3 to 5 year school age child, old children, and it can be prevented by active immunization, and it is treated by DPT vaccine and antibiotics. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then our next topic is meningitis. Okay, meningitis is the inflammation of the membrane surrounding the brain, spinal cord, and including the dura, orconite, and pia mater. Okay, that is a meningitis. Okay, and meningitis can occur at all age, but it is commonest in infancy. Okay, will 95% of case take place between 1 month to 5 year of age. Okay, it is most common in male than female. And their transmission, so bacteria are transmitted from person to person through droplet and respiratory or throat secretion. Okay, and closed and prolonged contact means sneezing, coughing on someone, living in closed quarters, है ना, and sharing, eating or drinking utensils. So there are close and prolonged contact. Okay, and the incubation period runs between 2 to 10 days. Okay, and their route of infection, same, nasopharynx, blood stream, direct spread. And a direct spread means skull fracture or any encephalitis, that is a direct spread. Okay, and middle ear infection, infected shunt, congenital any defect, signage. This is a route of infection of meningitis. Okay, and the symptoms of meningitis vary and depend on the age of the child and case of the infection, है ना, but very common symptoms are flu-like symptoms like fever, lethargy, है ना, consciousness alter and headache, photophobia, stiff neck, है ना, skin rashes, seizure. That is a very common symptoms. Okay, but other symptoms for especially neonates and infant for apnea, jaundice, है ना, abnormal temperature means hypo or hyperthermia included. Okay, and you know now what is hypo and hyperthermia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then poor feeding, big sucking, high pitches cry, and a bulging frontals, poor reflection. That is the symptoms for neonate and infants, especially. Okay, and there are many type: bacterial, viral, fungal, and parasites, and non-infective meningitis. Okay, so pyogenic meningitis means this is a 0 to 2 month. Okay, especially for streptococci, and 2 month to 2 years means influenza type like pneumonia and meningitis, and 2 year to 15 year means like pneumonia and meningitis and influenza. Okay, this is a pyogenic meningitis. And bacterial meningitis means entry of organism through blood-brain barriers, and inflammatory mediators. Inflamed meningitis cover with exudated, more marked in pneumonia, meningitis. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then pathogenesis. Okay. So hydrocephalus, है ना, adhesive thinking of arachnoid in basal, certain of fibrosis of adduct or foramen or luxa, and cerebral atrophy and seizures, है ना, that is the pathogenesis. And especially neonates, temperature more than 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, and their risk factor, so infective illness in mother and difficulty delivering, premature baby, spina bifida, that is a neonate risk factor. Okay, and viral meningitis means viral meningitis comprise most aseptic meningitis, okay, syndromes. So the viral agent for aseptic meningitis include like polio virus, you know, endovirus, coxa virus, and herpes virus, toga virus, retrovirus. Okay, so this is a involved for viral infection. Okay, and fungal meningitis means it is rare in healthy people, but it is a higher risk in those who have AIDS. Okay, other form of immunodeficiency. Okay, so the most common agent are Cryptococcus, neoform, candida. This is a fungal. Okay, and fungal meningitis for this is the most common agent. Okay, then parasites meningitis means infection with free living is an infrequent but often life-threatening human illness. It's more common in underdeveloped countries and usually is caused by parasites found in contaminated water, food. Okay, and the most common causative agent, free living embryos. Okay, this is a very common. And non-infective meningitis means rarely meningitis can be caused by exposure to certain medication. Okay, immune globulin, mumps and rubella vaccine, that is a, and non-steroid and inflammatory drugs, that is a non-infective meningitis. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then our next and new topic is, कौन सा topic है उसके बाद? अच्छा, एक वायरस है रोटा वायरस. ओके, मेरी वॉइस आ रही है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
repeat it, please, ma'am.
Okay, virus, rotavirus. Okay, so rotavirus are major causes of diarrheal illness in human infants in the world. Okay, and adult too can get infected, and all young animals, piglets can also infected. Okay, so rotavirus मेजर कॉज ऑफ डायरियल इलनेस. हाँ, और मैं ऑलरेडी आप लोग की डायरिया की क्लास ले चुकी हूँ, है ना? डायरिया,
Yes, ma'am.
डिहाइड्रेशन इसका क्लास मैंने ऑलरेडी ले लिया है. ठीक है, सो कल आप लोग इसको सेल्फ से स्टडी करेंगे, क्योंकि जो भी आपके डायरिया और डिहाइड्रेशन की जितने भी आपके साइन एंड सिम्टम्स हैं वो सभी आपके किस में आएंगे? रोटा वायरस पे. ठीक है, जो भी डायग्नोस्टिक इवोल्यूशन है, जो भी आपके उसमें साइन एंड सिम्टम्स हैं. ओके, सो रोटा वायरस कॉज करता है क्या? डिहाइड्रेशन, सॉरी डायरिया. ओके, और ऑलरेडी मैंने डायरिया का क्लास ले लिया है, सो आप लोग उसको स्टडी करेंगे और कल मैं उससे रिलेटेड आप लोगों से क्वेश्चंस करूंगी.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके
Okay, ma'am.
ओके, देन हम अभी एक न्यू टॉपिक स्टार्ट करते हैं, हेड लिक्स. ओके, हेड लिक्स मीन्स क्या होता है? हेड लिक्स जल्दी बताओ, क्या होता है हेड लिक्स? कभी सुना है नाम? नहीं सुना है? पता है किसी को? नहीं पता है? आंसर करो. ओके, जो हेड लिक्स है, एक मिनट, अगर क्लास क्लोज होती है तो आप लोग फिर से सभी रिज्वाइन होंगे. ओके,
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
$50 members are present only. कृष्णेंदु, जाना, ये लोग सब अभी लेफ्ट क्यों हुए? अगेन कृष्णेंदु, जाना ज्वाइंड. Okay, so our new topic, okay, head loose या head leaks. Okay, so pedicles humans capacit, it is a parasite insect that can be found on a head. जू पता है? जू कभी सुना है नाम जू का?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Head lice.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes, वही तो बोल रही हूँ जब से, हेड लाइक्स कभी सुना है नहीं सुना है करके.
Actually, ma'am, I can't hear in your proper voice. That's why.
Okay, so the head leaves are pedicles humans capitis is a parasite insect, okay, that can be found the head and eyebrows and eyelashes of pupil. So head lick feed off human blood several times a day and live close to the human scalp, and head licks are not known to spread disease, है ना? And their symptoms: tickling feeling of something moving in the hair, and itching caused by an allergic reaction to the bites of the head loose, okay, and irritability, and difficulty sleeping because head lice are most active in the dark, okay, and sore on the head caused by scratching, and this sore can sometimes become infected with bacteria found on the person's skin, okay. And the diagnosis of a head licks infection is best made by finding a leaf names of adult loose on the scalp of hair of a person. So because nymph and adult lick are very small, more quickly and avoided light, so they can be difficult to find, okay, and use of a magnifying lens and the fine toothed comb may be helpful to find leaf licks. Okay, so if traveling lick are most seen finded needs firmly attached within only 1.5 inch of base of the hair. Okay, strongly suggests. So, but does not confirm that a person is infected and should. So, need that are attached more than 1.5 inch from the base on the hair self almost always dead or already headache. So needs are often confused with other things found in hair such as dandruff and hair spray droplets and hair particles. So if no leaf and limbs are adult leak are seen, okay, and the only needs found are more than only 1.5 inch from the skull, and in fraction is properly old and no longer active and does not need to be treated. So if you are not sure if a person has head leak, that diagnosis should be made by their healthcare provider, local health department, or other person trained to identify head leaks. Okay, and treatment for head leaks is recommended for person diagnosed with an active infections. Means all household member and other loose contact could be checked. Those person with evidence of an active infection should be treated. Okay, and some expert believe prophylactic treatment, okay, is prudent of person who share the same bed with actively infected individual. So all infested person and their bedmates should be treated at the same time, okay, and retreatment of head licks usually is recommended because no approved pediculitis is completely treated. So to be most effective treatment, retreatment should occur after all eggs have headage, but before new eggs are produced. So the retreatment schedule can vary depending on weather and